Hey everybody, this is GGB. We're going to be talking about the two Friday games today, so let's get into it. We have the biggest game of the week. I don't know if you guys have been following my channel for a while, but quick overview for those who don't know. I start out the season with all the teams that are playoff eligible, and obviously I'll go through the season, and I'll keep going predicting games of teams that are playoff eligible. Obviously, at the beginning of the season, it's a lot because every single team is playoff eligible. As the season goes down, we're down to actually only 25 playoff eligible teams at this point in the season. So, again, shrinks the size down, makes my workload a lot easier. But we have two games on Friday of teams that are playoff eligible. And the first one is 9:30. We got Cal traveling to number 9, Oregon. Oregon favored by 13.5 points on ESPN. Cal has had a atrocious season. Honestly, it's like Colorado is honestly arguably better than this Cal team right now. Like, honestly, Cal, it is not going well for Cal right now. It's just not working out. It's a really, really bad situation for these Golden Bears. They started out the season where they lost 22-17 to Nevada. Then they lost 34-32 at TCU. So again, not horrible games at the beginning of the year, but close games. Then they won 42-30 against Sacramento State. Then they lost 31-24 at Washington. And then their worst loss of the season, the 21-6 loss against Washington State. Now, easily this could be a 4-1 team, right? You look at the Nevada game, could have gone either way. Again, TCU game, could have gone either way. And then the Washington game could have gone Cal's way, but it just ended up not. Chase Garbers had his worst game of the season, in my opinion. He ended up going 14-30, threw for 152 yards, 0 touchdowns, and a pick. Chris Street, the running back, had 8 carries for 51 yards, and Kitoa Crawford had 3 catches for 67 yards. Number 9, Oregon, by the way, they're coming off a bye, which is not great for Cal, and also they're going to be coming off a game that they lost that they probably should have won against Stanford, but let's go over the season so far. They had started the season 31-24 win against Fresno State, then a 35-28 win at number 3 Ohio State, then a 48-7 win against Stony Brook, a 41-19 win against Arizona. That game was, by the way, a lot closer than the final score indicates. I think it was like a 3-point game at one point in the fourth. It was an insanely too close of a game. And I thought there were some signs there that Oregon was not playing phenomenally well, and then they drew Stanford, and they always have trouble against Stanford. I don't care how good the Oregon team is and how bad the Stanford team is. Oregon's going to have trouble against Stanford, especially since they were traveling to Stanford. Anthony Brown in that loss ended up going 14-26, threw for 186 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 pick, but he did run for 2 touchdowns on the ground. Travis Dye had 19 carries for 96 yards, which is a pretty solid day at a night, and that's what they're going to need considering that Verdell has gone down with a season-ending injury, so they're going to rely a lot on Dye in the ground game. And Micah Pittman led the team in receptions. Not great, though, only 1 catch for 66 yards. Cal, honestly, weirdly enough, 42-4 against Oregon. Wait, actually, that doesn't make any sense. I think I put it the wrong way. 4-42 against Oregon all time. Not doing well, but last game went Cal's way. They ended up winning that game. It likely was going to knock Oregon out of the Pac-12 championship last year before Washington had a COVID streak, and Oregon ended up winning the Pac-12 despite not winning the Pac-12 North. But Oregon has won the last 10 of 12 in this matchup. It's been domination for Oregon, but to be fair, Cal did win the last one. Spread's only 13.5 points, showing you how little they really actually think of Oregon. It's pretty low considering Cal's an unranked team that is just straight up 1-4 of the year. I think Oregon is a team that I really thought was going to be a playoff team this year. I still think they have a shot at it. Their schedule works out for it. They're going to have to beat UCLA. That's really the only tough game on their schedule, and obviously they're going to have to beat the Beavers in the Civil War. I shouldn't say that. Beavers look tough this year. But outside of those 2 games, they should win those 2 games. Let me get that straight. They should be heading into the Pac-12 championship with only 1 loss. And that could be a tough Arizona State team. I'm going to bet that it is a tough Arizona State team. And if they only have 1 loss, too, they could also have something to play for there. So I think it's going to be interesting at the very least. I think it's going to be a good matchup. I think Oregon has a very good shot. I don't think Oregon fans should be pessimistic just yet. You still have a shot at this playoff. Again, only 25 teams are playoff eligible, and you're one of them. You're one of the last 25. You should be proud of that, Oregon. I think they're going to win this one, and they're going to win by a lot. The Golden Bears are just straight up not a good team this year.